come the Redskins now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I hope you're not in the coverage against this play.
Cousins now on second down. He's got time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be it. Complete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That one good for 14 yards.
I said, are you ready? You said,
And move the sticks. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Throwing. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Why they got all
down.
these deep routes?
Mike Daniels in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. This is Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them, got some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Thompson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Rodgers will try again on second
I'm
down.
excellent.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Boy, I almost had to peek.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's brought down. It's a nice pick up for 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Yeah.
They'll try to looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And
let's go. Incomplete.
You're
not scoring before the half. You're not scoring. You're going to get a field goal, probably, yes. But you're not scoring a touchdown.
Rodgers now on third and goal. That's caught at the 3.
Bro, you seen me on my phone, bro. You cheated, bro. I asked you, was you ready, though?
Randall Cobb, a 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the line.
I blocked it.
Time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
It's 25 seconds, dude. Like 3 times.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Cousins with a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Redskins have an edge in time of possession right now. The Packers look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Redskins with the football.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week. You
can't handle winning the game. I could have had that pick.
I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second down now after the incompletion.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him.
Nope.
He did not.
I was on that. I was on that.
He was trying to get it to. And it's third
that fat boy can't get out there that fast.
Growing up playing basketball, my coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. So guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
Oh, that was a good play.
They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They just feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Rodgers going to
boom.
That's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Offense.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals, especially when you get into December and January. But Crosby's been a steadying influence on some real good Packers teams.
3rd quarter, we both had on the screen. I was last game, it was like 40-something minutes.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Caught left side, Garcon. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
What?
Always so empathetic for those DBs.
What, this game? Is it still broadcast?
The Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And this is going to be
so if you're not broadcasting it live, they can't hear us?
Davis, the tight end.
How?
Now 4th down.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Tressway now.
After the game,
as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, another fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were
educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Boom! Where you going?
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his
Yes, sir.
Incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Yeah, I have to
One receiver
make
left,
sure you ain't play while I'm on the
right.
phone. It's 3rd and 8.
Throwing
It's 3rd and 8, baby.
on third down. That is caught at the 7. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers again now. That's caught at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Lacey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Eddie Lacy taking it in. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Eric is finally winning.
Down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already have it lined up. Never even got to it.
On the return, this is Rashad Ross now. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. Did a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field?
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Barrington. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Don't run that. Stupid.
Defense.
Take it, man.
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Threw it incomplete. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Lacey. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. Usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case,
I would have had to punt it. I wouldn't going for it. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Cousins now to throw on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's second down. Second down following the incompletion.
I'm down by too much.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time job.
Niles Paul, the intended target, and now it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On third down, Cousins.
Oh, my God.
That will be incomplete as well.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And the cutback to the sideline. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
You already know what it is.
Deep.
You already know what it is.
Tipped and intercepted.
I don't know, but you already know what it is. You ain't testing
that zone. Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points.
You going right there? Don't take that wrong.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins on first
way
down.
more receivers than just Deshaun Jackson, dude.
And Reed with it over the middle.
Way more receivers than just Deshaun Jackson.
They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Washington first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Cousins. Paul bringing it in. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6.
Touchdown. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Washington touchdown. Ryan Grant, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And Davis has it over the middle. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Out to his
You know who not to throw it to. You know who not to throw it to, because it ain't going to work. You already know this. I'm letting you know you already know this. You
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Know me.
One back is Lacey.
Let's jam him up, man. Let's jam him up, man.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
Yeah, you better throw that stupid screen, boy. You better throw that screen, boy. You ain't throwing it deep. You ain't throwing it deep. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Oh, shoot.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes it middle of the field to Janis.
You know who not to throw it to, though, so I ain't tripping. As long as you know who not to throw it to. As long as you know Josh Norman over there, you know you're not going to throw it to him. That's good to me.
That is caught.
As long as you know. Don't ask you know good. You already know what it is. You know who it is. You already know what I'm working with. You know what I'm doing.
Playing against a good quarterback like he is. To not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
And we'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb from 3 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And you ain't winning no more. Like, niggas ain't gonna blow you out.
A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
You might just quit.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they're going to speed things up here. Second down, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change the course.
Down. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And now look at that.
Touchdown.
Hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Hey, stab, hey, pipe it up, then stab, hey, then stab, hey, then stab, hey, but you can't first down into
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
baby girl Lily. Let's look at this one. You ain't even know it.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Jordan Reed has it. And he will pound the first down at about the 21-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
You can't stop me from scoring.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Rodgers, and an alley to run. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers throwing here. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If
you ain't either.
Hands, he'd be playing offense.
And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's going to air one out, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
You raw. You raw. You real raw. Now go figure out what they said. You raw. Dick, you raw, bro.